Hello everyone, my name is MrNJersey and welcome to my channel. In this video we're going to be covering the updates as of today, which is version 1.0.15. Now as always, we're going to cover the new features that have been added and we're going to finally test them out here in the world of Stormworks. But before we get started, if you are enjoying these videos, don't forget that like and subscribe button and mark a little bell icon to be notified of upcoming content as soon as it gets posted. And while you're watching, let me know your thoughts in the comments below and what else you'd like to see in my future videos. So that all said, let's get straight into it and get started with this video. So getting started with this week's update, we've seen a couple of the experimental branch features making their way over to the public branch. Now with this, of course, during the week, I've already checked out some of these experimental features, but the major one that's come through is going to be the new option of a audio node on top of the seats that we have here in Stormworks. Now this has made its way to public branch as of version 1.0.15, and what you'll notice is that if you go into your workbench and you're loading your creations up and go to any of the seats, you'll notice that the new part, or the pilot seats for example here, they actually have something called hat on them. Now on the hat you can see we can switch between none, pilot mask and headset. Okay, this is quite cool because this now allows us to either send an audio signal or receive an audio signal using our push to talk key that we have already built in game. So you don't have to press the push to talk and also press like a push to talk on a button for your radio anymore. You could actually have it all hooked up inside your seat, which is quite a cool feature. Now you'll notice, as I said, you have the hat thing. You can either have the pilot mask or you can have the headset. I'm going to do the pilot mask for this example, and you'll notice that once we go and spawn the vehicle in and you make your way to the cockpit, you'll notice on the actual seat itself you can see that mask. If you go and get into the seat, you'll also notice that it's now showing it on the character. So this is a cool thing, and I think this is really nice they've added this on. Of course, you can also do the headset option where you can go and select it and choose the headset. It just looks a little bit different, and you can actually see it just kind of here while we're in the editor itself. Now with this, if you go into your logic and you go over to your audio, you'll notice the seats actually have the audio. They have one in and they have one out. Now there are a lot of use cases for this. For example, you can see on this Huey here, I have a speaker and a microphone. I can get rid of that. I can literally go directly to my radio and then come back from my radio into my headset. Just like that, I don't have to worry about it. Or I could connect this over to my other headset on the other character or my co-pilot and then go back again. Now there are some limitations with this because you can see you can only receive one signal and you can send out multiple. That is a limitation. I've got a little way to get around that, and I will be doing a video later on, either today or tomorrow this weekend, showing you guys how to connect this up to multiple sources. So for example, maybe you want to connect one seat to your co-pilot and to two radios and to a whole bunch of things. I'll show you guys how to do that in a later video, and let me know in the comments if you want to see a video covering how to connect multiple different sources to one pilot seat here in Stormworks. So they've gone and added this in, and I think this is a really cool feature to obviously have, you know, a headset on your seat. It makes sense, especially with piloting helicopters or planes or whatever it is. It makes sense, and you can see that I've already actually installed it onto my plane here. I've been working on this plane during the week, and actually it's going on the workshop this afternoon, and you can notice that I've got a headset on both the seats here, and this headset actually goes to the intercom system, it goes to the pilot, and it also goes to two radios in this plane. So it goes to a couple different places and it also receives it back from all those places, which is quite nice. Now another feature that I haven't spoken about yet that also comes with these new seats is the muffled sound. Now you'll notice that I'm in the plane at the moment just like normal, and if I go and turn the battery on and turn the jet engines on, you can't really hear them. It's quite quiet in here. Well, that's because what's happened is it's muffling the noise. As soon as I jump out, you can still hear it a little bit, but if I jump out of the seat, which means it removes the headset, all of a sudden you can actually hear the jet engines. Jump back into the seat and it's gone and suppressed it. I love that suppressed noise. I think it definitely replicates like a pressurized cabin system inside your vehicle. I think it's a really cool feature. Now as I said, you can change it. You can switch it to having a helmet, you can switch it to not having any headset. It's once again up to you, but I think this whole muffled thing is really cool, and it makes it sound like a real plane, like you're within the cabin. And it also means that while you're talking, for example, on the multiplayer server, you can actually hear what people are saying instead of this huge jet engine right next to you that you can't hear absolutely anyone talking. So I think this is definitely a cool feature, and I would love to hear your guys' comments of what you think about the new headset slash audio nodes on the actual pilot seats. As I said, they're not just on the pilot seat. I think you can find them on all the other seats here in Stormworks. So let's just have a quick look in the workshop here. So let's jump over to our seats and let's have a quick squeeze. So we have it on the pilot seat. We have it on the driver's seat, we have it on the pilot seat, we have it on the hot sauce seat. So we have it on most of the seats that you would need it on, to be fair. I don't think it is on the passenger seat though. So for example, passenger seat, no, it doesn't have it. And on the regular padded seat, doesn't have it either. So just be aware of those. It's only on the seats that actually have controls built into them. But yeah, once again, I think it's a cool feature. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. And I hope you have enjoyed this quick little update of a Friday. And we'll see you in the next one.